What's going on, Tech Squad? I'm Andrew Edwards and you're watching Gear Live. Throughout the process of my Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus reviews and coverage, a lot of people commented wondering why Samsung wasn't releasing the 128GB and 256GB versions of the smartphone here in the United States. Well, fast forward a couple months later and Samsung just announced that those variants of the smartphone will in fact be arriving very shortly here in the United States. As I said, I'm Andrew Edwards, editor-in-chief of GearLive.com. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about tech, gadgets, and gaming. So if you're into that kind of stuff, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below along with the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future videos. As I mentioned, people were wondering why Samsung didn't release the 128GB and 256GB versions of the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. This is the S9 Plus here. This is the one I reviewed. It's the one that shipped with 64GB of storage inside. Now, Samsung does have a micro SD card slot on the S9 and S9 Plus, and they do support up to 400GB of expandable storage. If you buy an expensive 400GB card, you can take these up to 464GB of onboard storage. But some people don't want to mess with external storage. They just want to buy the storage built into the phone. That storage is typically faster as well. Well, Samsung just sent me a press release saying that 128GB and 256GB variants of both the S9 and S9 Plus will be available for pre-order on May 1st at Samsung.com and will begin shipping on May 18th. So if you're one who's been taking a lot of photos or a lot of 4K video, which this camera, by the way, on the S9 Plus, I will leave a card up here somewhere to my camera review of the S9 Plus. The camera is pretty spectacular. If you're shooting a bunch of 4K, you probably wanna have more storage options when you make your smartphone purchase. So if you take into consideration that these higher storage capacities do still support that up to 400GB external storage, you can now take these phones up to 528GB if you buy a 128GB model, or 656GB if you buy a 256GB version. That is ridiculous. Now, of course, since these are higher capacity phones, they're going to be more expensive than the typical entry-level model. So let's go over pricing real quick of the S9 and S9 Plus in 128 and 256GB variants. If you are looking for the 128GB models, the Samsung Galaxy S9 will run you $770, while the Galaxy S9 Plus will cost $890. And if you want to go for the top of the line with the absolute most storage you can get, the Samsung Galaxy S9 with 256GB of storage will cost $820, and the larger Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus will sell for $940. The higher capacity versions of these phones will be available in all three of the colors released here in the US. That's Midnight Black, Lilac Purple, and Coral Blue. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you someone who was waiting for higher capacity Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus models before you bought them? Or did you already buy a 64GB model, and now that you're hearing the news of higher capacity versions, are you thinking of already upgrading the same smartphone just to get more storage on board? Let me know in the comments below. As I said, I'll meet you down there for further discussion. As I mentioned, if you didn't catch my Samsung Galaxy S9 coverage, I will leave links to both my overview and the camera review in particular down in the description below, along with links to where you can buy the new models. That said, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who will figure out ways to fill that up and will need even more storage than what that offers. If you enjoyed this one, please do drop a like on this video, and don't forget, you can click or tap on my face here at the bottom of the screen in order to subscribe for free to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks so much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I will catch you in the next video.